gotten into your mother?
We come up with a plan to save it.
You couldn't pay me to touch that money.
You've been hiding this for 2 days?
Instead of telling me why I'm here, can you let me tell me how much trouble is she in? Now is your chance, as in I quit.
Where do we even begin with this mess? Honestly, I can't even with Willow, Drew, and Joss all in the WSB. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, and I'm not sure whether to laugh or cry. I'm really hoping Jason's the one to figure out Brennan's little surprise with Joss and the WSB. But let's be real, would he go straight to Carly to spill the tea, or would he decide to have a little one-on-one with Brennan first? You know, just for fun. And speaking of fun, Carly is in for an absolute treat when she finds out that Joss not only killed Cyrus, but also had a little help from Brennan covering it up. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun conversation. I can practically hear Carly's voice when that bombshell drops. And wait, someone's throwing around the idea that Drew is actually Shiloh. I mean, sure, why not throw another ridiculous twist in there for good measure? But for real, Willow's still playing the part of the clueless victim. She's like the definition of pathetic right now. And I really hope the court system sees what's going on, because those kids need a way better role model than her. But okay, let's be honest, the best part of the show? Jason and Carly's showdown. I mean, who thought Jason would actually say that if Carly died, he'd personally take on Brennan for revenge? That was like an oh my god, did he really just say that moment. Wowza doesn't even begin to cover it. And Christina? Can we just please get rid of her already? Like, someone please take her to a psych ward, throw on a straitjacket, and lock that door forever. She's been playing the I'm so annoying card for way too long. Oh, and I'm loving Ava teaming up with Nina and Portia to go after Drew. Finally, someone with some brains on this show. And can we talk about Jason's last words to Carly? That was literally the highlight of the entire episode. As for Brennan, he's slowly worming his way into Carly's life, and she's too blind to see it. Control over Michael at the burn facility. Check. Joss at WSB training. Check. And he knows all about Cyrus. Double check. Jason's warnings are spot on, but Carly's too stubborn to realize she's got nowhere to go but into a corner, and Brennan's already got her there. SMH. And seriously, whereas Laura and Kevin, they are so adorable, and it's been ages since we saw them together. Give us some of that, please. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Where do I even start with this mess? It's like the writers ran out of creativity and decided to recycle plot lines like it's a garage sale of storylines. Carly, of all people, not listening to anyone about Brennan. Seriously, that's just lazy writing. We've seen Carly as the ultimate defiant character, but this is just out of character. It's like they grabbed a random plot and tried to make it fit without a second thought. And speaking of recycled characters, I was watching reruns of All My Children and realized, babe, you know, Lulu now on General Hospital is literally the same character. No difference. None. It's like they just swapped out the name tag and called it a day. How original. Now, let's talk about this hidden camera in Carly's room. Planted by Brennan, of course. Because apparently that's totally cool with hospital security. Sigh. This makes zero sense. So we're just ignoring basic security protocols now. And let's not even get started on the whopping coincidence that Joss just happens to find it. How convenient. Moving on to the whole Cassadine estate debacle. Can we just stop pretending this is even close to making sense? Valentin's been proven to be a Cassadine, so logically, the estate should have gone to him. But no, we're still questioning who's in charge. Nicholas and Spencer blew through the fortune like it was Monopoly money, and somehow Valentin's making decisions for it, even though he wasn't in charge. Oh, and let's talk about Ace. There's no way they're just handing over something that valuable without a paternity test. And Charlotte. She's the heir. She shouldn't need some special fund set aside for her. But then again, the Cassadine men have always been terrible to the women in their family, so who's surprised? Ava's constant requests for money are getting old at this point. First, she's hounding Sonny over a loan, and then, when he has a literal heart attack. Seriously, did the writers think we wouldn't notice? She just stands there, lecturing him. Like, how tone-deaf can you be? She's either self-absorbed or just plain lethal. And then there's Lulu. Goodbye, Lulu. Honestly, no one is crying for you to come back to deception. That ship has sailed, and it wasn't even a good ship to begin with. Now, Ava asking Lucas to dip into his Juro money. What a joke. He wants nothing to do with it, yet somehow she thinks he's got a big all-stash just waiting to be spent. Maybe he's sitting on a small fortune from Julian, or maybe his crazy aunt's inheritance finally came through. Who knows, but Ava clearly doesn't care about his stance on it. Oh, and just when you think the General Hospital writers couldn't get any more ridiculous, they throw Joss into the WSB. Like, where was this coming from? Since when did she decide she's that capable? Honestly, she's got the brains for it, being preemed and all, but the whole thing feels so rushed. If Joss is really going to join the WSB, why is Jason of all people clueless about it? You'd think he'd know everything, but apparently not this time. Typical. Anyway, in conclusion, the writing is lazy, the characters are all over the place, and I'm just over it. Someone give these writers a fresh idea already. Oh, it's hilarious when Drew insists Nina wants him and just can't handle it. She definitely can't have him, lol not. But seriously, when the whole Drew secret spills, Curtis is going to lose both his wife and his best friend. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less about Portia losing Curtis, but Nina losing her male best friend. That's gonna be brutal. Also, honest question, why did One Life to Live and All My Children get canceled, but General Hospital is still hanging in there? Is there a secret to GH magic formula? And don't even get me started on the mob retirement plot with Jason and Sonny. In real life, mobsters don't retire, so that's going to be fun to watch, right? But seriously, what's up with all the Carly hate lately? Is it just me? Or are the writers absolutely ruining her character with this whole new Brennan nonsense? Who, by the way, I cannot stand. Blame the writers, people. Let's hope Brennan disappears ASAP. They've destroyed a solid friendship with Jason in the process. And I might need to take a break from this show. And Sonny, oh Sonny, using his daughter as a bargaining chip to blackmail, Ava for 50-50 custody. Talk about lowdown, scummy behavior. That's sick. I'm seriously hoping Ava does the right thing, though I've seen the previews and it looks like Christina's about to go full-on assassin mode. #Team Ava. Ava, girl, stop walking down this road with Sonny. Seriously, he needs medication. Just do what's best for Avery for once. Another great episode of GH today, though. And wow, Valentin is going to prison for literally no reason while Mrs. Carly walks free, never facing consequences for her crimes. That's some messed up BS. Valentin is innocent and gets the short end of the stick. Unreal. Why is this site getting hacked so badly? Oh, I'd love to think Steve Burton is reaching out to me, but let's be real, that's about as likely as me winning the lottery today. As for Sonny and Ava, remember when Tracy was in the same situation with her father? He collapsed in front of her, but surprise, surprise, he was faking it just to see what she'd do. Honestly, one of my all-time favorite GH moments. But with Sonny, yeah, don't think he's faking this. I'm actually really curious to see what happens tomorrow. Okay, but seriously, who actually thought Carly would listen to Jason? I mean, she's clearly in love with Brennan, right? And in a battle of wills between Brooklyn and Lulu, who do you think would win? I'm betting Brooklyn, hands down. Christina? Ugh, she needs to be arrested. Her whole vendetta against Ava is not only messing with everyone's lives, but it's hurting her dad too. Let's not forget, she's literally the reason Irene died, and now she's going to be the reason Sonny ends up dead too. Her drama stirring is so not helping. Do you guys think the Cassadine Empire is really over, or are they just pretending like they're done? I mean, Nick and Valentin are in jail. The kids are way too young to be evil masterminds yet, but come on, they can't just let the Cassadines fizzle out like this. They've been around forever. This can't be the end, right? Did Carly just throw Jason under the bus by repeating every single word Jason said to Jack? You know, the ones about what Jason would do if Jack hurt Carly. Yeah, good job, Carly. And Lulu, oh boy. She's acting like she's being forced to keep the secret about Dante's son. No, Lulu. Let's get something straight. You're keeping the secret because you broke the law by illegally breaking into a place and violating attorney-client privilege. If you hadn't done that, you wouldn't even have this burden. But hey, rules are for other people, right? It seems like people have completely forgotten that Maxie was always slim until she gained weight from her meds. But now that she's stopped taking them, she's shedding the pounds like magic. And even if she was on Ozempic, who cares? It's literally no one's business. She's got health issues, and honestly, she looks amazing now. I mean, I love Maxie, and I'm all about that glow up. And don't even get me started on Nina. She's exhausting herself, running around like a headless chicken, tripping over her words trying to get weeping Willow to see reason. I swear, Willow's going to be sobbing any minute now, probably around May sweeps. Ugh, seriously, just tell her the truth already. This whole charade is getting ridiculous. Drew is a manipulative, jealousy-fueled waste of space with money, a chip on his shoulder, and a vendetta against anyone in his path. Let's just expose him already and move on. Then there's Lulu, just downright nasty. Carly's making some serious poor decisions when it comes to Brennan. The guy is clearly using her daughter, and that's just wrong. Oh, and by the way, did you know Jocelyn Jax is actually Jax Jasper's daughter? Yeah, I had to look it up too. I stopped watching General Hospital like 12 years ago, so this is all new to me. And don't even get me started on Deja Vu with Ava. Remember when she was standing over Sonny while he had a heart issue and needed his meds? If you know, you know. Classic Ava. Oh, and what happened to that other shady guy Carly was all goo-goo-eyed over like 6 weeks ago? The one with the mustache and the English or Scottish accent. Yeah, he's the one who caused her daughter to kill someone. He's handsome, but really. And finally, let's talk about those pills. Ava's definitely going to use them against Sonny, and I'm blaming Christina for this. If she hadn't run her mouth, Ava wouldn't be out here scheming to get custody of Avery with her father's pills. Seriously, Christina, just stop talking already. Christina's about to stroll in and play the hero for Sonny because, of course, that's her thing. Meanwhile, Drew and Nina's little secret is teetering on the edge of exposure. Drew, consider this your final warning. Stop messing with the crypt before it all hits the fan. And Lulu, seriously. Now you're crying because Chase told you to zip it, or else he'll arrest you for breaking and entering. Just keep quiet, and you'll be fine. This is none of your business. Not everything revolves around you, sweetheart. Christina, enough. Who has custody of Avery, not your problem. And the whole revenge thing against Ava, it's getting old. Newsflash, it won't change what happened to the baby, no matter how much you wish it would. Oh, and apparently, Valentin's leaving GH. I mean, they're sending him to prison. So let's hope he's just taking a break and not gone for good. I'll lose it if they let Brennan take him out on his way out. Sidwell's buying up Port Charles. Sonny owns the ports, which means a nice little power divide between Laura as mayor and Drew as congressman. Oh, and it's high time Nicholas gets his charges dropped and gets released. Maybe Dante and Lucky should dig into some old cold cases of Austin and John, figure out how to tie Brennan to their deaths to save Sonny. Michael's been MIA for way too long. Time for him to come back and deal with Drew once and for all. Also, Gates' son needs to show up. Hello? Competition for Spinally. Can't have him sitting at the top unchallenged. And Nina? Time to give Willow a trust fund and buy that building Ava's about to lose. She needs her own commercial real estate empire to really make things interesting. I know, Charles Measure is gone. But don't worry, I've saved all the episodes with him, because, I can't let go. And I still watch the new ones, but Chris just doesn't nail it as Jack the way Charles did. No offense to Chris, he's fine, but Charles had the tone, the accent, the talent. Remember that episode where he got tased by Anna for talking to Emma while eating a burger? Classic. His acting was miles better than Chris's Jack. Chris is good, but let's face it, Charles was just the Jack. So, Valentin's the reason. Ava's broke. Well, duh, I shouldn't have seen it coming. I mean, he's a Cassadine, of course. He has the resources and all that influence, especially with his shady lawyer connections in Greece. Sure, I still can't stand him for messing with Sonny's meds, but I can't help but give him some credit for managing to wrestle the Cassadine fortune from Ava and leaving her with absolutely nothing. Honestly, like Alexis, I'm over here smiling about that one. And Nina. She should have just told Willow, hey, we've been sleeping together, but I told him it can't keep going. I mean, seriously, what's the point in dragging that out? If Nina had just come clean to Willow about her relationship with Drew, while he was still locked in that passionate kiss with her, it would have saved everyone the headache. At least it would have ended the Drew drama for good. Honestly, I'm glad Portia and the others are teaming up to dig up dirt on Drew to finally shut him down. Willow, though, she's beyond frustrating. It's like watching a woman who's been mentally manipulated by Drew and just doesn't see it. I'm so over her naivete. Meanwhile, Elizabeth and Lucas are trying to figure out what's going on with Portia, and let's be real, the GH writers better bring Michael back to town soon. He needs to fight for his kids with Willow, and against Drew. It's about time. Oh, and Jason really hit Carly with that warning. If something happens to her, it'll happen to Jack. Of course, Jocelyn, being Jocelyn, had to tell Jack Carly's gonna hate him when she finds out the truth. Ugh, we get it, Jocelyn, the drama never ends. Valentin, being all dramatic, said goodbye to Anna and Charlotte, probably planning his next move. And Alexis and Lulu. They had a whole conversation about Sam's little heroic moment for Lulu, and Lulu was so grateful. Too bad I can't say the same about her hypocrisy. Seriously, Lulu, let me get this straight. You won't let Charlotte see her dad, because it was totally Alexis' call, not yours, but you think it's your right to tell Dante about a child he doesn't even know about. Girl, please, you don't get to be the moral compass here. Wasn't Carly and Jason married before Sonny came back? So why doesn't she just get back with Jason and forget about the new Jack? And seriously, am I the only one who wanted to reach through the TV and strangle Will Hassa when she had the nerve to mention provide Uncle Drew and loyalty in the same sentence? Like, excuse me. At this point, Jason is practically begging for punishment. Carly basically told him, yes, I mess up royally every time, but of course you're always supposed to swoop in and save me, even though I'll keep repeating that I know what I'm doing. It's a broken record at this point. They should just get married already because this back and forth is getting ridiculous. Oh, and don't even get me started on the writer's decision to ditch the Cyrus murder plotline in favor of Jocelyn being a WSB agent. What? Why is no one, especially Trina or Carly, questioning her suddenly dropping out of school and disappearing? It's honestly like nobody cares. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.